Hey guys, if you're looking for the best VPN for Counter-Strike, then I think I have the answer for you. I did a ton of research into this, I tested out a bunch of different VPNs, and I found ExpressVPN to just work really well with Counter-Strike. There were some other VPNs that stood out as well, like NordVPN and Surfshark, but overall I would have to say that Express came out on top. Now you'll find a ton of information about all three of these in the description below, but the basic idea behind this is something called ping. Ping is the amount of time that it takes for something that you do in the game to go through the internet, over to the game, and then get back to you. Now, ideally, you want this whole process to be as fast as possible. You want the lowest ping. You want something like 10 milliseconds is amazing, 60 milliseconds would be decent, but once you get up to 100 milliseconds or more, now you're going to have a choppy and very laggy gameplay experience just because it's taking so long for anything you do to get over to the game. So where does a VPN come in here? Well, there's two main ways. First of all, sometimes your ISP might take a really long and odd path over to the game server with a lot of different stops along the way, and that can make your ping in-game to be very high or unstable. It can spike and just go up very high, but then go back down to normal levels. But using a VPN can actually get you a direct connection up to the game server and skip that whole long route that your ISP wants to take and just get you a quick, direct, and stable connection up to the game server. Now, using a VPN will introduce a stop along the way. Your connection will have to go from your computer to the VPN and then over to the game server. So if you already have decent ping, then using a VPN will only make it worse. But if you're having really bad ping because of what your ISP is doing, then a VPN can help make it better. In this case, all you'd have to do is find the Counter-Strike game server locations. I have them right here from NetDuma, and you'd want to find the closest one to you. Let's say you were in the United States, you were in the Midwest, then the server in Chicago might be the closest one to you. In that case, before you even start up Counter-Strike, you'd want to go into ExpressVPN, go over to the location bar, click on that, and then a window will pop open with all of the locations for you to choose from. Now, ExpressVPN has 105 different countries to choose from with thousands of servers, and all you'd have to do is find the United States. An easy way to find it is just to search for it in the search bar, and then there's going to be an arrow on the right side. You want to click on that, and then you'll get a list with a bunch of different server options within the United States. You want to find Chicago, click on it, and connect up to that server location. Now, once that happens, your connection is going directly over to that server location in Chicago, and now you can go and start up Counter-Strike and you should get a more stable connection and better ping. Now, another area where you can use a VPN like Express in order to do this is if you're experiencing ISP throttling. Many times your ISP will slow down your internet connection if they see that you're doing something that takes a lot of data, so things like streaming and gaming. So whereas in reality you should be getting 80 megabits per second of internet speed, you're actually only going to get 20 megabits per second. But when you connect up to a VPN doing the exact same steps that I just showed you with ExpressVPN, everything that you do online is going through that VPN tunnel, meaning that nobody can see what you're doing online, even your internet service provider. So they'll have no way of knowing what you're doing online. They'll see that you're using a lot of data, but they're only going to see that you connected up to the VPN. So they'll have no way of logging that as gaming activity and throttling your connection. So these are the two main ways that you can use a VPN when you're gaming. Now, lastly, if you're a very serious gamer, then you might find that you're the victim of DDoS attacks. And using a VPN with the right security measures will keep your information safe, your IP address hidden, and you will not be able to be targeted by a DDoS attack. Now, for all three of the things that I spoke about in this video, better ping, throttling, and DDoS attacks, ExpressVPN just stood out above the rest. Express has the fastest speeds with their lightweight protocol, especially if you're using lightweight turbo. It's just super fast, getting you the best possible ping. And when it comes to security and keeping everything you're doing online hidden, there's really no match. They've done more security audits than any other VPN company out there, including audits of their no logs policy, meaning that they've had outside independent companies come in and check out their systems and verify that they do not keep any personal information on their own servers. Their servers are actually RAM only servers, meaning that everything on them gets cleared out every time these servers are rebooted. So any personal information from users like internet activity, it just doesn't exist. Even if somebody would ask them for it, they wouldn't have it. You can also put Express on pretty much any device. You can set it up with your gaming console, and you can even put it on your router, and any device in your network will automatically be using Express as well. Now, in my testing, ExpressVPN did the best overall. The runner-ups would be NordVPN at number 2. Nord is great when it comes to features if you're somebody who likes a ton of different features, and if you're on a budget, then Surfshark also performed very well, and in my opinion is the best budget option here. It's the cheapest of the 3. I wouldn't say it's as fast or as powerful as the other 2, but if you want something that's not going to break the bank, then try out Surfshark. And there'll be full reviews for all of these in the description below, as well as discount links that will save you some extra money. They all have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can test it out, see if it's for you, and if you don't like it, if it isn't for you, then all you have to do is just contact customer support and you'll get a full refund within those 30 days. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you have anything else you want me to cover, and which VPN you decide to try out. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.